One such dish is a salad of octopus and soft-shelled crab in a sweet tomato and chili dressing, which Michel Jr. is going to cook for us as we go behind the scenes in the kitchen of Le Gavroche.
Now, I love octopus, and here we have a raw beast. It looks pretty monstrous and scary, but it can be truly delicious. For me, there's no real secret. It just gets put into a big pot, lots of water and seasoning, and cooked until tender. The ingredients for this salad: the octopus simmering away in salted water, and tomatoes, beautiful tomatoes that are in season at the moment, plum tomatoes, and these greeny yellow tiger ones as well. These are wonderful. They've got a certain tartness to them. So they need to be dropped into boiling water for a few seconds. We also need to prepare a lime syrup. Now, the lime syrup, I'm using these wonderful fragrant limes, and I take some of the skin and cook it in a little sugar syrup, and that's going to be the basis, the cornerstone of our vinaigrette, the sweetness. So the skin comes off very easily, but it's important not to overcook the tomato. We don't want cooked tomato salad. It's a summer salad, and it's very popular. It's something that actually even my dad likes. But with one vital ingredient left out: he hates coriander. Dad pulls that funny face, like, "Ooh, no, horrible." So very, very simple, just literally taking the tomato, removing the pips, and then we're going to cut up what chefs call a concasse or concassé of tomato, which is basically tomato flesh cut up into a lovely dice. Once the octopus is cooked, it turns up like this. It's sort of shrunk a bit, but it's nice and tender, and all it needs now is to be rolled up to make it easier to slice. Cling film, rolls and rolls of the stuff. So we take a little bit of octopus here. The knife just glides straight through it. You can see how tender it is. I only use the tentacles for this recipe. The body tends to be a little bit bland and not much fun to eat, whereas the tentacles have got that lovely shape. Wrap these up. The idea is to get it really nice and tight and to form the perfect sphere, so that when we cut it, we can then get a nice round shape to it. So that goes in the freezer for a couple of hours, just enough time for it to set properly. So now I like to use the green part of the spring onion and the white part. Not only the colour, but different texture and different flavour. I love chili, and I love a little bite to my food, and this is a fairly mild chili. And I like to keep just a few little seeds in there, and it gives a little kick, a little surprise. So to this, I add a pinch of salt, the lime cordial, and that gives a little sweetness and the depth of the lime flavour, a little edge to it. And you balance that off with lime juice. Just leave that to steep for a few minutes. And the garnish for this, I've got little soft-shell crab. Little soft-shell crab, which you find very often in Oriental restaurants, and obviously the shell is soft. It's completely edible. We're going to roll it in some potato flour and then deep fried. So it's just got a light coating of potato flour. It's not like a batter, it's not heavy. So it's just crisp, and you get the full flavour of the crab there. Now we have our octopus. Slices off that, right. You could slice this on a machine, but if you've got a good knife and a steady hand, you can cut it by hand. You've got a lovely piece. There you can see the tentacles. I think it looks beautiful. It's lovely. And we just put them on the plate. They're still frozen now, but they will defrost very quickly. There we go. So we have, this is a beautiful, fragrant mixture. Just gently put this delicately all the way along the middle so that we can see the octopus. I think it is a roux trait, the respect for the ingredients and seasonality. A little bit of olive oil. The dreaded coriander. These are little coriander shoots. Just enough to give that little hint of Asian pungency. Finally, a little bit of potato flour. We dust the soft-shell crab in it, making sure it goes everywhere into all the little claws. There we go. And into the fryer. There we go. Only takes a few seconds to cook the crab and to get it nice and crispy. Cut it in half. There we go. Braised octopus salad with deep-fried, crispy soft-shell crab and a sweet tomato chili dressing. A modern Gavroche dish, but one that I love.